sannyasi and brahmachari disciples who are completely surrendered to you. But I am a grihastha. I cannot be near you. Please tell me, how can I serve you? So from 1922 to 1938, I think, is a departure of his Guru Maharaj. Prabhupada wrote this letter. Within a couple of days, he got a reply. Go to the West, preach in the English language, write books, distribute them. So what an amazing Guru and what an amazing disciple. When Prabhupada helped the ISKCON movement to get a temple in Bombay, Prabhupada was supposedly doing business, like Uddanapad. Was supposedly doing some medical distribution business in Bombay. But the moment he saw his god brothers, they had come to Bombay and they wanted to find a place and get donations and find donors, Prabhupada immediately started assisting them in doing that. And ultimately, when the temple was opened and the temple was inaugurated by the spiritual master himself, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then all the other senior devotees were telling, Prabhupada is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We want to make Abhay the president of this temple. He has done everything for this temple. Everything. From finding donors, from finding preaching opportunities, from finding location, finding Lakshmi. He has done everything. He should be the president. And then, what is Guru Maharaj said? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He will do everything. He will do everything at the right time. He will do. So this is the transcendental connection between a guru and a disciple. There may be unlimited disciples like the stars in the sky, but there is one moon. The guru knows. So that comes from, number one, Shravanam, hearing. How do we hear? With an open heart. Otherwise, the sound will go inside, wander around, and come out of the other ear. Finish. It has no place to stay. If a heart is open, then the instruction can go and stay inside and then make its chemistry, transformation. So this is this amazing purport. See, again, Prabhupada is quoting Vishwanath Chakravarti here also in this purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti also advises that if we want to be successful in our attempt to go back to Godhead, we must very seriously act according to the instruction of the spiritual master. That is a way of perfection. So Prabhupada wrote this for Bhagavad Gita, and here he is quoting the same thing. Right? So this is the takeaway for all of us from today's session. How much, how well, how with complete faith we are going to surrender to the instructions of the spiritual master. That is going to decide. Or if we have already decided, I will sail on 2 boats. 1 foot on one boat, another foot on another boat. I will somehow successfully cross over this ocean. 1 material boat, 1 spiritual boat. I will balance somehow and go. Not possible. Saraswati Thakur gives this example of a marriage party who has to cross the Ganga. The bridegroom's party has to cross. Other side is the bride's family. The marriage is there and they have to cross. So in the night they go to Ganges and they find a boatman. The boatman says, no problem, sir. By dawn, we will be there on the other shore. You all go to sleep. No problem. I will row and row and row. I will not stop. All night I will row. Morning we will be there. In the night, they could not see anything. It is only the river, nothing else. Huge, mighty river. So he's rowing, rowing, rowing. Suddenly, the dawn, the sun is rising up in the sky. And they are saying, they are wherever they were. Where they started. The boat is on the same shore. It has not made any headway, no progress. Boatman is solemnly vowing, sir, what I said I have done. All night I have been rowing without rest, without break. Then how come they are not there? Oh, the anchor is not removed. The anchor is a huge weight. It's a huge weight. And it doesn't allow the boat to move. However much you row, the anchor, the weight, and that is our material attachments. What is stopping us from surrendering to the spiritual master's instructions? It's all the material attachments. To sense gratification, to acquiring wealth, to looking after a ever-expanding commitments. So that makes the difference between a pure devotee and one who is yet to become pure. So that is the lesson from this shloka. And the next shloka has a very long purport. I think we will read the translation and I will briefly discuss the purport. I will read the shloka now. Text 72. Triratrante kapitha bhadarashanaha atmavritti anusarena masam ninye archayan harim.
Hare Krishna. Anita Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. For the first month, Dhruva Maharaj ate only fruits and berries on every third day, only to keep his body and soul together. And in this way, he progressed in his worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So you see, Dhruva Maharaj goes as instructed by Narad Muni, takes a bath in the holy river Yamuna, and in Madhuvan, which is decorated by the footprints of the Lord, as Narad Muni describes to Dhruva Maharaj. Till this day, it is decorated with the beautiful footprints of the Supreme Lord. And the river Yamuna, she is the liquid prema of Lord Krishna. And so he's following the instructions strictly as what Narad Muni has advised. So now we are seeing for the first month, it's a 6 months tapasya, right? And for the first month, he eats only fruits and berries, not daily, every third day. Triratrante. At the end of 3 days, at the end of every 3 days, he takes some berries and fruits. And what for? To keep body and soul together. The tongue is dead. Tongue is dead. It has no more ability to demand. He's already an adept, Dhruva Maharaj. He has conquered his senses. The tongue is unable to demand anything from him. He's just eating some fruits and berries. And Prabhupada says the kapitha, the word kapitha, what is mentioned here, these are fruits which are eaten by monkeys, not by humans. And Dhruva Maharaj is choosing that. Not that the forest doesn't contain other edible, palatable fruits, but he is selecting kapitha. This is complete austerity. To avoid all kinds of temptations to the senses. Even though he's in the middle of a forest and doing tapasya, there are also temptations come in different forms. He's completely over that. So he's just taking these kapitha fruits and some berries and he's maintaining himself. Just to keep the body and soul together. Atma vritti, just to maintain the body, just to preserve the body. He's doing that. So, Prabhupada is saying, please understand that we are not meant for this. Meant for this means we are incapable of doing that. Let us read the other 2 slokas also, then we will return to a comprehensive discussion. 73. Dvitiyam cha tatha masam shashthe arbako dine trina parnadibhi shirnaihi kritanno abhyarchayan vibhum. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sunila Mataji, you can read the translation. Hare Krishna.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. In the second month, Dhruva Maharaj ate only every 6 days, and for his eatables, he took dry grass and leaves. Thus, he continued his worship. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. From Triratre, now it has become to 6 days a night. Shashthe. 6 days. For 6 days, nothing. Then, dry grass. Not just grass and leaves. Dry. Where is the word dry here? Trina, Parna, Adibihi, Shirnaihi. Shirnaihi means dry. Dry leaves. Imagine who can eat dry leaves and dry grass. He's selecting, not that the Madhuvan is a dry place. It is full of lush greenery, flowers and fruits and everything. But Dhruva Maharaj is choosing dry. You will remember, what do you remember when we speak about eating dry leaves? Anyone? You recall something? Please, unmute yourself.
Bharat Maharaj, when he was a deer body.
Yeah, yes, thank you, exactly. Bharat Maharaj was a deer. He imagined this unusual combination. He is remembering that in his past life he was Maharaj Bharat, emperor of the whole world, who at the prime of his youth, he rejected everything and went into the forest to completely meditate on the Supreme Lord. That Bharat Maharaj is now a deer. And as a deer, the body is attracting him towards eating lush green grass. He's Maharaj. In consciousness, he's Maharaj. In body, he's a deer. And he's attracted. Imagine, this is what 84 lakh species means. This is the meaning of 84 lakh species. If you like to eat meat all the time, you will get the body of a tiger or a lion, because tiger or lion eat raw meat. They don't eat cooked meat. Cooked meat is a nonsense. Raw meat is the ideal thing. Become a tiger, become a lion, enjoy in the forest. But only problem, what is the problem? Anyone? Devotees? What is the problem? Prabhupada has mentioned. What is the problem of being a lion or a tiger, king of the forest? The problem is,
You cannot do devotional service. You cannot connect with Krishna.
that is something else. That is something else. I do agree with you. But that's not what Prabhupada says. Prabhupada says,
We should strive hard.
Huh?
We should work hard to catch me.
Prabhupada says, oh, my dear sir, you are the king of the forest. Kindly take my body and enjoy. Like that, his food will not come in front of him. The moment his whiff, the air that touches his body travels around, immediately the animals will become, cautious, alert. They will run away. He cannot catch his food. So for days together, he has to fast. And after several days, one animal, by Lord's arrangement, he will be able to catch. That animal, he cannot say, this is my today's meal. No, that's a meal for several days. That dead carcass, decaying carcass, he has to go and hide it somewhere from the jackals. And then he has to eat it daily. Daily it will decay, right? Daily decay. The decayed meat he will eat. So that is the reward. You wanted to eat meat, right? I give you this body. But this is the arrangement. For several days, you will have no food. And several days, you will eat rotten meat. So that is how the nature's arrangement. So here we are seeing Bharat Maharaj. But in a lion's body, you will not remember your previous life. That is a mercy of the Lord. But here in Bharat Maharaj's case, there is a special mercy. You remember the past life and you are a deer. And he eats only dry grass. Why? He's so afraid of developing attachments, material attachments. He leaves his father and mother. And he goes and stays near the Parnashala of rishis and constantly wandering around the hermitage, hearing the Vedic mantras in his ears and eating only dry grass selectively. He purified himself. And here is Dhruva Maharaj, 5-year-old child. He is eating dry leaves and dry grass. And then now 74th shloka, we read. Tritiyam chanayan masam navame hani abhaksha uttama shlokam upadhavat samadhina. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. In the 4th month, Dhruva Maharaj became a complete master of the breathing exercise, and thus he inhaled air only every 12th day. In this way, he became completely fixed in his position and worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
No, it was 74 shloka, right, Prabhuji? The
Yes.
translation different.
Yeah, I was not
Hare
seeing.
Krishna.
Shilpa
Sorry. Translation by
74.
Srila Prabhupada. In the 3rd month, he drank water only every 9 days. Thus, he remained completely in trance and worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is adored by selected verses. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I'm sorry. I think I had wandered off. It typically happens. So, first month, second month, third month, and he's progressing month to month. Once in 3 days, some fruits. Once in 6 days, dry leaves. And once in 9 days, some water. And he will progress further, 4th month, 5th month. And then he will see the Lord. These 5-year-old boys wait, this earth cannot bear. It will come. The earth will start trembling. Because he has captured the Supreme Lord in whom resides the whole creation. The whole creation is resting in the Supreme Lord. And that Supreme Lord has been captured in the heart of this little 5-year-old boy. And the earth is trembling. So that we will see. So, okay, I think we will take questions and answers for the remaining time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Beautiful session. Very nice, Prabhu. Thank you so much. So, any questions? I hope there will be. Yeah, Shubha Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam. Prabhuji, from today's lecture and even before, I have understood we are into 3 categories of devotees. So I don't know if I am even a Kanishta Adhikari also or not. I mean, in fact, very neophyte stage also. So, Prabhuji, how can we come to a position where Dhruv Maharaj has controlled his tongue? We are taking prasadam, but still my mind is going I'll prepare this because I want to eat this today, so I'll prepare this and offer bhoga and then I'll eat. So how can we come to that point where somehow we can control our tongue and our mind that no, I want to eat, but I will not go with this. Or even if I'm trying to offer bhoga to the Lord, like nice bhoga, then how can we control that I should not go with that prasadam now? How, Prabhuji, can we do that?
Mataji, that's a wonderful question. But there is only one problem, because this is also my question.
Okay, Prabhuji.
How can I answer this?
Everyone's question, Prabhu.
But we read here Prabhupada's purports. Very, very heartening, hope-giving purport in text number 72. Prabhupada says, this is not the way for us. We are fallen Kali Yuga souls. Today morning, we were discussing one Prabhupada's lecture. That Prabhupada said, Sangopangastra Parshadam, Supreme Lord, Krishna Varnam, Tusha Krishnam, Sangopangastra Parshadam. Then he is talking about Astra. The Supreme Lord has appeared with his Astra. And what is the Astra? Astra means weapon. What weapon he has brought? Sankirtana Praya. He has brought Sankirtan Astra. So he says, weapons are meant for killing demons. So in his other incarnations, he comes with swords and tridents and axes and so many other weapons. But that is meant for killing the demons. Big, big demons like Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. But Kali Yuga demons are teeny. Prabhupada says, teeny demons. And for killing them, you need a special weapon. And that is, you don't kill them. Because if you kill them, there'll be nobody left. And not only that, you don't have to kill them, they are dead. They are already dead. They have gone so much into sense gratification. They have so much forgot their original nature as servants of the Lord. They don't know the difference between Deha and Dehi. They are so fallen. They are dead. What use is a weapon on a dead person? So we need a weapon that will give them life. So in other incarnations, the weapon is a killing weapon. In Kali Yuga, it's a life-giving weapon. And that is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. With this weapon, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared in this age of Kali. So you will see, wherever, you will see Prabhupada saying, it is not possible in this age, I am reading the purport from 72, to follow Dhruva Maharaj in his austerity. But the principles must be followed. Now Prabhupada is giving us a caution. Principles you follow. Prasadam, okay, we offer nice bhoga to the Lord and we take that nice prasadam. Very good. But there should also be control. In the early days of ISKCON, in New York, 26 2nd Avenue, Prabhupada would cook. Imagine what fortune. Prabhupada would cook with his love for all the devotees who were staying there in the temple and those who were regularly visiting. With his own loving hands, he would cook, offer to the Lord, and give them to eat. Imagine their great fortune. And by eating that prasadam, Prabhupada would say, have more, have more, have more. More chapatis, more chapatis, more chapatis. More sweets, more sweets. Eat up to here. No, eat up to here. Take your pick, whatever you want. Then, from that stage onwards, over a period of time, Prabhupada said, even in prasadam, you should have discrimination. That you eat, no, you honor. Honor prasadam. Krishna, Bada, Dayamay, Hari Bare Jihva Jai, Swa Prasada Anna Dilo Bhai. Say Annamrita Pavu, Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gunaga. So this is, Krishna has appeared in the form of prasadam. So we have to honor. We have to honor. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's Bhaktisiddhanta Vaibhav, there is one very interesting episode. One of the senior disciples of Saraswati Thakur was sitting, and by his side one life member was sitting, and he was eating nicely, prasadam, honoring. And the disciple said jokingly, are you eating the prasadam or the prasadam is eating you? He said like, complaint went to the spiritual master. Prabhupada laughed and said, he said the right thing. Actually, you should be honoring the prasadam. It is Krishna. And to become food for Krishna is your goal. To be enjoyed by Krishna. You don't enjoy Krishna, you are enjoyed by Krishna. Bhaktaram, yajnatapasam. Krishna is the enjoyer. You are not the enjoyer. So that way, we have to remember this. And in the same purport, Prabhupada says very nicely, see, I will read this purport, very interesting. We are simply asked to observe the 4 prohibitive principles, chant 16 rounds, and instead of indulging in luxurious eating for the tongue, simply accept prasada offered to the Lord. Even that is a great thing, don't you think? We no longer step into a restaurant. Right? We don't go to a hotel. We don't hanker for a Swiggy or a Zomato or deliver my food. We are not like that. We are already doing something very nice. Right? We have controlled our tongue. If I want to eat something, I have to make it myself. I have to offer it to the Lord and I have to take it. Okay, that's a progress we have made. You see the world today, how much it is suffering. You go to the street and see how many eateries are there. And by the side of every eatery, there is a hospital. Restaurant, hospital, restaurant, hospital. This is the stage of today's world. Prabhupada saved us from all this. He has admitted us in the hospital called ISKCON. And we are recuperating here. Whereas outside, people are stitching, sometime in the hospital, sometime in the restaurant. Again, hospital, restaurant. That's what. So Prabhupada, then you see here what Prabhupada is saying. This does not mean that with our fasting, the Lord should also fast. Ekadasi Dehi or Janmashtami doesn't mean Lord should fast. The Lord should be given foodstuff which is as nice as possible. But we should not make it a point to satisfy our own tongue. So these are things that we should try to take it to our heart. And to the best extent possible, we should practice these things. On top of everything else, higher taste is what is going to make the difference. Right? We have to get that higher taste. Right? Then we will be able to give up the lower taste very easily. And how do we get the higher taste? By remaining in the association of devotees and constantly chanting the holy names of the Lord. So that way, we'll be able to purify ourselves and to reach those standards. We are here, wherever we are. Why should I know whether I am a Kanishta Adhikari? No, I don't think I am a Kanishta Adhikari. Actually, if you read Jaiva Dharma, the Kanishta Adhikari definition is very high. So, I am no Adhikari at all. That is the present situation. But it doesn't matter. Hold on. It's not a question of whether we are a pure devotee. Whether we are connected to a pure devotee is all that matters. Am I connected to a pure devotee? And how can I connect to a pure devotee? Not like the Christians. The Christians, you accept Jesus as God, but you neglect all his instructions. Jesus has given amazing instructions. But they'll say, no. You accept Jesus, and he will save you from all your sins. Go on with your regular life. Weekly once you come and say, that is not that. Accepting the instructions, Vapu, Vani, they are not different. We accept the Vani and serve the Vani. We are serving the Supreme Lord. We are serving the Supreme Master. So that way, we should become serious in our practices and he will save us. 4 regulative principles, our 16 rounds of attentive chanting every day, ideally in the Brahma Muhurta, that will save us. We don't have to anxiously think on these lines. This will come by itself. Control over the senses, control over the mind will follow. It's a science, unfailing science. Not that our acharyas have tried to cheat us by saying something which is impractical. This is a practical science for the age of Kali. It has to work. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Just for my understanding, Prabhuji, please correct me. I have understood from your answer, like I should not be worried about on what stage I am and how I have to, imitate or follow these Mahabhagavatas. I have to just remain in the devotee association and continue whatever Prabhupada has said, like into regulative principles and do chanting properly. At least that part I should be, and rest will be left, like whatever Krishna wants, he will give certainly.
Yes, and render whatever service we can do to the mission and to the devotees, and be very, very careful that 1 day of association every day and 23 hours, 1 hour of association and 23 hours of association of non-devotees. We should be very careful. Non-devotee association can destroy us. So we should be very, very careful that there are only 2 things in this world. Either you are in the devotee association or you are in the non-devotee association. There is no neutral place. So if physically a devotee is not present with you, you can take association of Srila Prabhupada through his books and through his lectures. You can take that association, but you have to be very, very careful because the wild animals are just waiting to tear us away. If you read that Manasiksha, Raghunath Das Goswami, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madama, they're just trying to devour us anytime. You just give a 1 week moment and they will catch you. So that way, we have to take devotee association very, very seriously. And we have to avoid non-devotee association as much as we can, like plague. Whatever attainments you have can be destroyed. Just see the case of Ajamil, the son of such an exalted parent, but he was lost till he was 88 years old. His life was finished. So that way, both avoiding non-devotee association and staying in devotee association, both must be given importance. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Any other question or shall we end the class? Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Wonderful class, wonderful session. So we'll end the class with the Vaishnava prayer, Prabhu. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuveva pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shrimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Thank you. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Dhanvat Pranam.
The session, Prabhu.
My humble
Yeah,
praise to all the devotees, please pray for me. I am such a fallen soul. I speak as though I am such an exalted person. So this is an offense to all of you. There are amazing devotees who are listening to me. I am not on that platform. Kindly forgive me for overreaching myself. I am a very fallen person with my own struggles. Please pray for me. Thank you.
Pray for us also, Prabhuji, for our
Yes, that's what we can ask you.
Thank you so much for your
Bless us,
association.
Prabhuji, for our
Hare
seva.
Krishna, Prabhu. Shall I end the session, Prabhu?
Hare
Yes.
Krishna, pranams, Prabhu.
Thank you so
Hare
much. Thank you, all the
Krishna.
devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Pranam,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna.